Hello, this is Hope. I am answering question number 2. According to your text, can traditional criminology theories generalize crime to men and women? Why or why not? And I would say the short answer is no, that we absolutely cannot generalize crime to between men and women. And as Cullen, Agnew, and Wilcox stated, they speak about how the patriarchy is very prevalent these days and as well as throughout history. And it most commonly puts men in a position of power over women, which isn't really talked about a lot when it comes to these theories. It's not really acknowledged. The patriarchy isn't really acknowledged. It's just kind of how things are. It's how our society is set up and has been set up for a very long time. And so as a female being sexually victimized or abused physically, which it's most likely to happen to a female by a male, it can lead them to trying to find an escape that isn't always legal or the best option for them, but it's kind of like going from one criminal situation to another criminal situation just because that's all she can do, or that's all she knows, or the new situation doesn't have that immediate danger of that male trying to abuse her. So just fundamentally there's a difference because of the patriarchy and just the motives behind the crimes that females versus males commit. And according to Karen Heimer, my source that I have, the gender gap in crime clearly shows that males commit way more crime than women. Although she does talk about how it has been narrowing the gender gap has been narrowing over the years slowly, and it's theorized that it's due to women getting more rights, being able to work in workforces that were once dominated by men, being able to be included in situations that were previously women were shut out of. And so just having more responsibility and more being more in the loop would probably put them in more of a mindset of a male committing crime. And these days women are becoming more and more quote unquote equal to men, even though the patriarchy is still very prevalent. It's slowly but surely happening. Women are getting more rights, being taken more seriously. And my source Heidenson says a lot of male violence is against women, like I just stated, and historically it was more of the focus was put on what did the woman do, what did she do wrong, how can we justify this man's crime so that he doesn't get in trouble, like what did she do to deserve that, basically. It's kind of like the old way of thinking, which is not fair or correct. To just lump male and female crime just due to all these factors. And so thank you so much for listening and have a great day.